you guys supposed to be over there? Morning. Today marks 20 days since the Tax Cut and Jobs Act became the law of the land. Already, this new law is helping to improve the lives of middle-income families across the country. You saw the announcement from Walmart just this morning. More than 1 million Americans are due to receive their bonuses because of tax reform. Already, workers are seeing real increases in base wages, increases in 401k contributions, and in maternity and paternity leave. Power companies in a number of states are planning to lower electricity bills. Think about what a relief that's going to be with the cold winters we have. You got to come to Wisconsin sometime this year. Your power bills get pretty high. Manufacturers, they're announcing plans to hire more workers and expand their operations. All of this has happened in just 20 days. So think about this. This is all before families have even started to see the benefits of lower tax rates, better withholding, and a higher standard deduction. Remember, the typical family of four making $73,000 will get a $2,059 tax cut just this year. So this is just getting started. And we look forward to more good news for middle-income families and for our entire economy. I'd like to turn to a very serious issue. As you know, we are working to secure the funding that is needed to rebuild our military. What does that mean? Why do we spend so much time on rebuilding our military? Why do we spend so much time talking about this? There are countless facts and figures that I could quote about the weakening of our military capabilities. Let me just say a few things. Less than half of the Navy's planes can fly. Less than 10% of our Army's combat brigade teams are ready to fight. Our Air Force is the smallest that it has ever been. Chairman Mac Thornberry puts it best when he says, we have too few planes that can fly, too few ships that can sail, and too few soldiers who can deploy. But this is not just costing us military might. This is not just hampering our mission. This is actually costing us American lives. Last year, this nation lost 17 sailors aboard the USS John McCain and the USS Fitzgerald. Readiness shortfalls were serious factors in these fatal accidents, which happened on aging ships with expired training certifications. Every day that goes by without adequate funding is another day we are pushing our military past the breaking point. And it is a shameful situation. And we have a duty to address it and do right by the men and women who put their lives on the line to protect us here and abroad. And that is exactly what we are going to do. Questions? Chad. Happy New Year. Yeah, I guess this is my first one in it. Yeah.
So since you're talking about funding for the military here, Mac Thornberry indicated to me last night that he thought it would be impossible to pass another interim spending bill without an agreement that we going forward on caps, particularly in the military. Two-part question. Does it look like we're going to have to do an interim spending bill by next Friday?
I can't speak to you. Well, if there's going to be we are making good progress on caps negotiations. We're working with our counterparts on getting a cap agreement, but the appropriators will need time to be able to write an actual omnibus appropriations once a cap agreement is met. But that's what Mac is talking about, which is need to get an agreement so we can give the appropriators time to write their bill. And we're making good progress on cap negotiations. When we have more progress to report, I'll let you know. Oh, go ahead. I usually don't do that, but go ahead. Yeah, you just used it up. I think you're right about that, but we have to have a cap agreement in order to fund the military, in order to have give the appropriators the number they need to write their bill. Yeah.
So, part one.
Is everybody going to use up their two-parters for the year? All right, just saying. All right.
If the special counsel requests an interview with the president,
I'm not going to go into hypotheticals on these things. I defer you to the White House. What's your part two?
Part two, you have always said that administration officials should cooperate with the special counsel. So
I'll defer to the White House on all those questions. That pertains to them, not this branch. Manu.
Mr. Speaker, we understand that you spoke to the president after his morning tweet. Is it your understanding that the president does not understand what this FISA bill is and the fact that his own administration was supporting it?
Well, look, we speak on an almost daily basis. It's well known that he has concerns about the domestic FISA law. That's not what we're doing today. Today was 702, which is a different part of that law. Section 7, not Title 7, not Title 1. And Title VII, which we're doing today, is foreign terrorists on foreign soil. He knows that, and he, I think, put out something that clarified that. And his administration's position has been really clear from the day one, which is 702 is really important. It's got to be renewed.
I understand what bill you were voting on today?
He just has concerns about other parts of FISA. I think everybody knows that, too. Yeah.
Can you respond to the letter from more than 100 CEOs saying that if you guys don't come up with a DACA deal by January 19th, there'll be a crisis in the workforce? And does any immigration bill that passes the House need support from majority Republicans?
Say that again?
Does any bill that immigration bill that passes the House need support from majority Republicans?
Yeah, look, I think we'll have that. I think we will be able to put together a DACA compromise that has a majority support from our party. You have to remember, and I know I sound like a broken record, A, we want to fix DACA. We do want to fix DACA. B, we want to fix it while addressing the root cause problems so that we don't have a DACA problem again. I mean, that's kind of common sense. That means the security measures that need to accompany any DACA solution are necessary so that we have a final fix and not a temporary fix so we don't have the problem down the road again. That's common sense, that's rational, and that will be bipartisan, I believe. Yeah. No, Nicholson, I haven't seen you in a while. Sorry.
Kind of getting to another question about the tweets today, and then also the Wolf book.
The which?
The Wolf
Oh.
book.
Just so you know, I don't read every tweet. I saw the two today on FISA. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I'm going to
Okay.
a lot of tweets on you.
Yeah, I just.
Anyway, there's been questions raised about the president's fitness for the office and qualifications. Back in September 2016, you said, of course he's qualified, he's the nominee. Would it be the worst thing in the world to have a businessman in office? Now that you've had 12 months of this, do you still stand by?
Yeah, I stand by what I said. I think you saw on display the meeting he had down at the White House with Democrats and Republicans on immigration. I think that's the kind of meeting we always have with the president. I'm glad the country got a chance to see that. Yeah.
So, Mr. Speaker, does it surprise you that the President of the United States doesn't seem to be aware of his White House's position on this?
Oh, he's aware of it. I don't know. I can't speak to what the tweet was, but he's aware of it. We've talked about FISA in the past. He knows what FISA. He knows what 702 is. Juan.
Leader McCarthy said yesterday the Bob Goodlatte immigration DACA bill was a good bill. Do you have any plans to bring that to?
Yeah, I think it is a good bill. We're working on that. I think it's a good bill. Look, I think it's important that we start putting ideas on the table. Leader McCarthy, as you know from the meeting that I just referenced at the White House last week, the agreement was that the four leaders, Cornyn, Durbin, Hoyer, and McCarthy, would begin negotiations to come up with a DACA solution. When people bring ideas to the table, that's constructive. That's what Goodlatte is doing, the chairman of the committee that's relevant here, along with McCall. And so Leader McCarthy and the other three leaders, based on that meeting and that agreement last week, are having those negotiations. I think that's constructive. I think that's exactly what we should be doing, and I'm confident that we'll get a solution before too long.
Last question.
Yeah.
Follow up on that. You said on the DACA, you said earlier that you expect it to be bipartisan. The Goodlatte bill, I understand you believe it's a good bill, but Democrats do not. I mean,
Well, I don't know the answer to that, by the way. I don't know if all Democrats are opposed to that, but shouldn't we be offering solutions? The Goodlatte bill is a DACA solution. The Goodlatte bill brings peace of mind to the DACA kids, and it also shows here's what the security piece looks like. So that is constructive. The Goodlatte bill doesn't say don't help DACA kids, deport. It doesn't do that. It says here's one way to solve this problem and give peace of mind to these DACA kids. I would like to think people think that that's probably a constructive thing to do.
but if it only gets Republican support, would you be willing to bring it to the floor to have 218 Republicans to pass?
Anything we can do to pass to advance these causes and issues, I think, is helpful and constructive to getting the bipartisan agreement that's going to happen. Thank you.